What's up, guys? Today we are going to be looking at the new Sniffer mob to be potentially added in Minecraft at the next mob vote. So let's jump right into watching this revealance video and see what we think about it, see why you should maybe vote for this mob versus why you shouldn't, and how they could maybe end up implementing it into the game.
Tiny Agnes, did you teach chickens how to lay eggs underwater?
Not yet.
They look ancient.
So first things first, let's go back a little bit so that we can get a good shot of this egg. That's a really cool boxy looking egg. It's pretty big. It seems to be a full block, considering these guys are about 1.5 blocks tall. So that actually looks pretty cool. I really like the texture on it. It looks a whole lot like a turtle to me. And then we also have some interesting shells over here and a fallen log, which only appears in the Bedrock edition of the game. Of course, they are wearing snorkel gear. I don't think this means that we're going to get snorkel gear, guys. So don't get your hopes up, but we do have a load of different types of foliage in the background. And these shells, I don't know where they're coming from. And then we also have this interesting structure down here. I am very unsure about what this is. Maybe it's supposed to be a chest that this came out of, or maybe it's supposed to be a new block that maybe this guy could hatch out of. I don't know. But either way, he said that he found this egg in an underwater ruins. So it'd probably be something like a turtle egg item. Who knows, but let's just continue watching the video and seeing if the dialogue has anything to reveal to us.
Underwater?
Not yet.
They look ancient.
These are sniffer eggs. I thought they were extinct.
What kind of chicken is that?
Oh.
So she said sniffer, extinct, and then she's going to talk right now about how ancient and old they are and how, yeah, this guy totally looks very old, just hatched out of an egg. But, you know, sarcasm aside, let's actually listen to the dialogue.
They aren't birds at all. The sniffer is an ancient mob.
Were they plant experts?
They loved plants and found seeds by sniffing the ground in the most adorable way.
With all of these eggs, I bet.
Okay, so all of these eggs, so it does seem pretty common the way he's talking about it, but also we have got seeds. It is digging up seeds out of the ground. Now these seeds don't look like any wheat seeds or beetroot seeds. Maybe they look sort of like beetroot seeds, except they're gray. So maybe this could be like flower seeds, or maybe we're just going to get generic seed items that when you plant will turn into a random type of flower, depending on the biome or something. Either way, it would be really cool. Or maybe this is just a placeholder and that we will get wheat seeds at some point in the future, which would be reasonably pointless. An infinite seed farm, yes, but at the same time, it would mostly be there just for fun. I find it interesting that he now has 6 legs, even though before he only had 4. But you know, that's I don't know what's going on with that. But yeah, dug up near the flowers. She said he likes flowers, and then he got the seeds. I'm calling it a he just because I don't know why. I'm just guessing right now. Also, I don't understand the grass underneath the other grass, but we're just gonna let that slide. And then along comes the big one.
Bet we can help them thrive in the overworld once again.
And maybe even get some new plants.
Okay, so just over here, they said maybe get some new plants. So if we voted into the game, we might end up getting new plants, and maybe that would be what the seed over here was for. We could maybe get like some sort of cotton plant that it can dig up. I don't even know. That would give it a lot more mid-game, end-game, and late-game use in the game, so it would be very useful all around. So I think that would be really cool. Also, this big one, it almost seems like it would end up growing, digging up saplings or something out of the ground, something definitely bigger than this little one did, but the little one still was able to dig something up. So I'm very interested to see what's going on with that. But a big one, this is a big mob. It is at least 2 blocks tall, and it also looks like 1 block to 1.5 blocks wide, which is a big mob for considering that it is a passive mob. So that is also really interesting. I find this all really interesting. This would be a big mob, a big passive mob. It would be very unique. And also, like the color scheme, the moss, it all looks very cool. But I think the most intriguing part of this is a new plant, possibly with a new crop and new functionality. It would all be very cool. So moving on, we're going to watch the rest of this animation, which is only like 2 seconds, because the rest of it is just telling us when to vote.
If the community votes for the sniffer, that is.
Exactly.
Yes, so that is the end of the animation, and that is generally all I can get from this besides the bad pun. It was a very well done video, and I like the idea for the Sniffer. So I think reasons you should vote for it is if you want this new plant to be added, slash if you think this kind of passive mob idea would be good, and the mechanic of it digging stuff up and the idea of you finding it underwater. They have a lot of potential to branch out and add a lot of extra stuff with this if they wanted to. So I am very excited to see how this goes, and so far I think it would definitely be a good option to vote for, but of course that option is up to you. Without further ado though, my name is Bananscraft, and I will see you guys in the next one. By the way, congratulations to Minecraft for just hitting 10 million subscribers.